All right, we back. Mercy Sports Talk. This time we back with some Pistons. Time to ramp up the Pistons talk since we know we're going to be drafting number 7 in the lottery. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Now, should Tyrese Maxey be on the Detroit Pistons do not draft list, or is he undraftable? A word that doesn't exist, but we're going to use on this channel. So let's get to it. Make sure you share the video. It's the best way to donate to the channel. And yes, this is not a spotlight, but yes, I would not draft Tyrese Maxey. Too many questions. Positionless league, and this is a positionless player. But when I see this kid, and this don't knock on him, and I hope he be better than any of my evaluations say that he gonna be. So I have no ill will towards him. I like Kentucky players. Huge fan of John Calipari, but he ain't it. All right, this dude is a tweener, 6'3", got a nice wingspan. Inconsistent shooter, got potential to be a big time scorer. I kind of put him in that combo guard discussion with like Stuckey and Ben Gordon type of guy. He not the shooter Ben Gordon is right now. He shot less than 30% from 3 in college, but he got a lot of deep 3-pointers that he made in college. Shot selection a little bit shaky. Obviously a young player. He ain't really defensive minded. He started off lazy. And kind of when you get a lazy defensive, reputation, they seem to stick with you. But he improved as the season went on defensively. So if he want to guard, he can go out there and guard. But at 6'3", he can get buckets. You know what I'm saying? He can get them coming off a screen. He can get it scoring. He can finish at the rim. He could throw up the lob. Really not an elite passer. So what you getting here is an undersized 2-guard. All right, who he kind of remind me of without the shot, it would be Bojanovic from the Sacramento Kings. He put you in a mindset of him, Van Fleet, even though he's taller than Van Fleet. He kind of put you in a mindset of the Ben Gordons and the guys of that nature. Maybe he could be a Vinnie Johnson getting it off the bench, being a spark plug coming off the bench, Bobby Sura, guys like that. Kind of those guys that are a little undersized to be a 2-guard, but really don't have point guard skills. And like I said, he can take you off the dribble, finish at the rim, hit the floater. He can dunk. He can score. He can shoot in a variety of ways. He's just a professional scorer. His shooting is not consistent. There's a lot of guys in this draft that shot under 50%, shot under 30, or shot 30% or less from 3-point land. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking. I think Cole Anthony is one of those guys that shot right around that percentage from 3-point land. So that's just something that you got to perfect. He got the stroke. He got the range. But I just don't. I'm scared to go with those undersized, positionless guards. As far as the Pistons, we tried to do Reggie Jackson. We tried to do Ben Gordon. We tried a few of them, and it just pretty much Rodney Stuckey. That's the one I was looking for. It didn't work for us. So maybe Tyrese Maxey works somewhere else. But I think I see a lot of other guys that I think more attractive than Tyrese Maxey at number 7. And we're gonna talk about moving back for the Pistons a little bit later. If I don't drop that video first, but yeah, I'm not a fan of his as far as us drafting him. I mean, it's just too many questions. Can he guard his position? Can he guard a position? Which I think he can guard some positions out there. Will his 3-pointer become consistent in the league? It's imperative no matter what position you play, you got to have a 3-pointer. Can he be a consistent, defensive player is a question. And really, can you play him at point guard? Because that's what the Pistons looking for. You need a point guard. And right now, I just don't see the point guard skills there. And then John Calipari offense, maybe he didn't get a chance to show him. But I don't see playmaker. I don't see a guy you can put in the pick and roll. He can set up a big guy. I think he can kill him off the pick and roll with his ability to get to the bucket and his ability to shoot the mid-range jumper. I do. But as far as Chauncey, Isaiah, setting guys up like that, I just think he tend to look for a shot first. You know what I'm saying? And I think he a shooting first point guard if you put him there. But I just don't see him having the ability to rebound at a high clip like Westbrook, set people up like Westbrook. But I do see the decision making probably not going to be there. He will pass it, but I just don't see him being a pure or close to a pure or fluid point guard. I think if you get this kid, he going to be a 2-guard. And possibly I think he could be a Lewis Williams off the bench. Another guy he remind me of. I think you looking for a dude that could be the plug off the bench. I think Manu Ginobili, Lewis Williams. I think he a guy like that who He can control. He can be the point guard coming off the bench. He can be a scoring point guard coming off the bench. He could be your starting 2 guard. But right now, I don't envision him being a starting point guard in the league, for anybody. And I think at that point, if we're going to draft number 7, I mean, it's a plethora of point guards there that we can draft and put in that position. But I just don't think that's it. Now, if you can get a Dinwiddie or you can bring another point guard here, you can play him next to him, then that can work. But it's just too many questions about his game. He a good athlete, but I don't see him being a super twitchy athlete like Westbrook or like Derrick Rose. If I had to bet, he probably going to be one of those guys that's not going to be an all-star. And I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't see him having a great career as a starting 2 guard or point guard, or as a point guard in this league, maybe as a 2 guard. So me quite frankly, unless the Pistons, move back in the first round and he fall, I just think it's just so many different options there. The D kid out of Vanderbilt, the kid out of Auburn or Coro. I mean, you got just a lot of guys. R.J. Hampton. I mean, you got really, really a lot of guys in that position that they can take, that has a position, that has the size, that has the shooting stroke. They can play 3 and D. I just think Tyrese Maxey is a guy that even in a positionless league, I just think really he's going to be a Lewis Williams off the bench, a Ginobili. Not saying he's going to have a Ginobili type career. He's going to be those type of guys. I think off the bench, being a spark plug is going to be his best thing. I don't see him being like Kobe White neither, even though him and Kobe White got comparable size. Kobe White is a dynamic scorer. To me, who a little bit more quicker look like. He just looked like he going to be a star. And Tyrese Maxey kind of remind me of a guy. He don't have Kobe White's shooting stroke, but he can heat up like he can. But I just really see his future being at the best, Ben Gordon off the bench, Lewis Williams off the bench at his best, and being that spark plug. But I couldn't see him coming to the Motor City and him being our future point guard. And that's my opinion. I could be wrong on my evaluation. When I do a draft spotlight, maybe, on him, maybe my opinion will change as I look deeper into his film. But I just don't see him coming into the league for the Pistons and being a starting 2 guard and setting the world on fire. And that's just my evaluation of him. But maybe he get in the league and he light it up. Maybe he don't. We know if he go to the Knicks, his career is probably going to be game over. Flip, game over. So I know he praying that he don't go to the Knicks. But hey, let me know what you guys think. If you know something about Tyrese Maxey, if you agree, if you disagree, shout out to the Dallas Product, though. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. If you missed the Cash App name, that's in the description as well. Best way to donate is share the video. And let me know what you guys think about Tyrese Maxey. Don't forget to check out our Detroit Piston Talk playlist. And I will be starting the draft spotlight probably as soon as next week. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think about Maxey. Don't forget to check out the channel out here, right here on YouTube, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. One time for the one time we gone.